So we are here to do about what? Sociology. So you might have heard about sociology in the sense it's very simple. You have your own understanding of sociology. You might have not heard anything about it also. Both are there. All possibilities are there, because generally, how many of you are from engineering? Most of you as usual. Humanities, non-science, anyone from only degree or PG? Right, other than this. Anyone doctors? Pharmacy? Okay. So, most of you, or it looks like all of you, might have not studied this subject called sociology. Then why many people are taking the subjects which they have not studied in their graduation or post-graduation? Yes or no? UPSC is not fixing a guideline that if you are doing chemical engineering or electrical engineering, you have to do the same optional. Is there any regulation like that? No. It has opened up everything. You have studied electrical engineering 4 years, but you are not ready to take that as optional. Reasons are known to everyone. You, me, and everyone. Okay. So that is the case. See, the intention is to here you have to pass the examination. Are you here to do PhD in electrical engineering or PhD in sociology? No. You do it afterwards. After you are into it, if you have free time, if you want to pursue higher education in this particular subject or any subject, that can be anything later. But the primary agenda here is we have to pass the examination. When you have to pass the examination, GS, is there any choice? In general studies, 5 papers, essay, GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, GS paper 4. Do you have a choice to not to study geography? I don't like geography, or I don't like internal security, I will not study it. Is there any choice? If you don't study, you will not get marks, you will not be selected. Nobody bothers. Yes or no? So when there is no choice in GS, GS is compulsory. The only choice, why it is called optional? Because it is you who are opting. You are opting the subject. There is no compulsion. UPSC will not say only do this, do this, do this. You are the one, you are opting it. That's the reason it is called optional. So each optional has 2 papers. Generally in humanity subjects, may not be in mathematics or electrical engineering. In humanity subjects, paper 1 will be theories. Like sociology, paper 1, lot of theories will be there. Western concepts will be there. Paper 2 will be Indian society. In the same manner, public administration. Paper 1, general theory development of public administration. Paper 2 of public administration, Indian public administration. How Indian cabinet secretariat works, how it should be, how it has to be, what is second SRC recommendations. Yes or no? Like that. Okay. Anyway, with respect to other subjects also, the same kind of division will continue. With respect to sociology, when we are coming back to, or any optional when we are choosing, the way in which you have to choose the optional is, people will say, topper, this year topper got this, or many people are getting, once upon a time PubAd used to be there, now it is not there. All this is not the correct way to understand. Every optional is good. There are students in PSIR, there are students in sociology, there are students in public administration who are getting good marks and becoming officers. Optional, all optionals are good. Okay, even mathematics, everything is good. The thing is, maths or electrical engineering or anything, it has a very huge syllabus. Yes or no? Electrical engineering, 4 years syllabus. Okay, it will take for you to study, to revise in one revision, it will take 6 months. Even maths also. Yes or no? If you are comfortable with that, you have already studied in your degree level, that's fine. But here we have to use strategy, as I said before. You have to take simple optionals, which you can complete it in 3.5 months. Yes or no? As simple as that. You need not to do PhD in sociology. MA, JNU not required. Yes or no? So the optional which you select, other parameters apart, it should be simple. Enough material should be there. You can easily understand about that optional. See, let us say with respect to sociology. What is there in sociology? If you look at the syllabus of sociology here, briefly, a very quick review of what happens in sociology. If you see, The syllabus of UPSC, if you see, apart from the thinkers, what are thinkers? They gave some theories. They studied about society and they have given some theory about how social groups or social behavior is there in our society. Apart from the thinkers, you will study power, politics, how power is going to influence. If you observe, in every state, if not all states, most of the states, there will be few sections who are dominant. For example, Andhra Pradesh. Main battle between Reddys and Kammas with respect to grabbing power. Yes or no? Vokkayaks and Lingayats and Vokkalingayats, Karnataka. Marathas, Maharashtra. Yadavas, UP. Yes or no? Patels, Jats. Why only few sections are dominant? See, everybody, it's a democracy, right to vote is there for everyone. But you will find patterns in every state, yes or no? Few sections are fighting with each other to grab the power. Why this is happening? This is the understanding. This is the subject matter of what? Sociology. Religion. You study about religion. You study about family. You study about how behavior, how people behave economically. What is their behavior? Even Nobel Prize in Economics is also on behavioral sciences, nudging recently. Okay, how people behave, how their economic decisions are influenced by their social behaviors. So basically sociology will study everything in society, yes or no? Power you know, family you might have seen, day-to-day things. Why crime rate is like that? Why people are behaving, why corruption is more in particular societies? Why things are not changing or why things are changing? All this analysis is done by which subject? Sociology. As this is the thing which is studying part of society, various groups of society, we are part of those social groups, yes or no? So in sociology, interestingly, nothing is perfectly correct, nothing is perfectly wrong. Whatever view you are having on society, you will get marks. But the challenge is to get out of 500, you have to get how many? 300, 320. You have to refine your observations like that. The syllabus is simple. You can finish sociology in 3.5 months. We will see the topics, we will look at the syllabus also very quickly, how it is going to there. But rather than going into the depth of sociology, I will give just the framework. Apart from short syllabus, how this sociology will be helpful in GS, because social issues is there in GS syllabus paper 1, social justice is there in GS paper 2, and in paper 3 also with respect to economic aspects, growth and development is there. There also sociology is useful in GS paper 3. In GS paper 4, case studies will be there. Ethical aspects will be there. There also sociology will be useful. Essay, if it is not a philosophical essay. Generally in philosophy essays also, because you study about all the organizations, all the social groups. So in all the 5 papers of GS, you can use the help of sociology. That's there, fine. Apart from that, all these are the secondary things. The most important thing before choosing an optional is you should have interest. Because who is it? Who is writing examination? Me or you? It is you. Forget about resources, forget about material, forget about maximum marks which is being got, forget about how much this GS paper is useful, how much this optional paper is useful in GS. All these are important, but they are secondary. Primary thing is you should have interest to read it, because questions will be dynamic. There is a difference between sociology UPSC way which is being happening and MA sociology. In whole India, the high standards for sociology is JNU Delhi. You have to compete with MA students of sociology, JNU University Delhi. That is the peak of local, our relative standard. So their MA subject, their MA examinations will be different from UPSC questions. A student who is topper in MA may not score well in sociology. UPSC exam may be, but may not be also, because application part is very wide in UPSC. In general studies also they will ask apply. They will directly ask, there is a thinker, suppose R.K. Merton, he gave some theory. How you will apply this theory to India's traffic problem? Direct application questions they will ask. So once how you have to write those applications, this is actually previous UPSC sociology question. How you can write those questions when you have interest and when you have understood the subject. Okay, so that's what. So have interest. To have interest, it will take some time. We will see. There are some definitions. All these things are not required for you now. Basically, sociology is the study of our own society. In society, you have many institutions, many social structures. We study about them. It's okay. I want you to tell some basics of these things. Now, when we are looking at sociology or any subject which we are looking at, power is studied by political science. Yes or no? Religion is studied by philosophy. Economy is studied by economics. Historical development is studied by historians. Mental states are studied by psychology. Avuna kada? Power, politics, PSIR is there. When you are looking at religion, philosophy is there. When you are looking at economics, economy is there. Psychology is there. All these subjects are there. All these subjects are observing society in their own way. Yes or no? Then what is the need for sociology? What is sociology then? If you observe here, if you observe the sociology syllabus here, are you able to see? Yeah. Look here. We are studying about stratification. Okay, that is a sociological term. Work and economic life. Is this not studied by economics? Informal organizations, formal organizations, how economic life, economics also will study. Yes or no? Then you have politics and society. Is not politics and society part of PSIR, political science and international relations? Then you have religion and society. Is it not a part of philosophy? Yes or no? Philosophy is main based on religious ideas. In a way, there is modern philosophy also. Anyway, then you have family, marriage, institutions. Everybody will study about those things. You are part of this institution of marriage and social change. Social change, how all the things are changing in modern times. So when multiple subjects are already studying each of it, why a new subject called sociology? That is what we have to understand. Okay, political science will look at only political dimension. Economy will look at economic aspects only. Philosophy will look at ideas, religious aspects only. But sociology is an integration of all the things. It will take inputs from all the things and study, and it will have a sociological imagination. It will try to develop a holistic understanding of all. That's the reason a new subject is required. In fact, history, philosophy, these are all old subjects. Even today, if a person did PhD means what? Something new which you have done. Not doctor, PhD, not MBBS doctor. PhD also, he is also called, he may be PhD in electrical engineering, but still he is called Doctor of Philosophy, PhD. Philosophy is everything. Okay, things got developed, but a new subject among all this history, philosophy and all these sciences, sociology is a very new subject. Sociology developed 17th century, 18th century, a very recent subject, and is highly dynamic. Dynamic in the sense, you have to, still it is evolving. You have to do your observations in day-to-day life and write the answers. Okay, so in order to just say you how the subject is, ela untundi enti ana dani meeda manam konni examples chuddam. Let us take some examples rather than all these theories which we'll anyway know. If you take these examples of suicide, day to day you are seeing in the news about suicides, students committing suicide, IIT students committing suicide. Okay, a person, CA, he is qualified CA and CMA, double degree qualification, committed suicide. His love marriage also got confirmed by parents. Different caste, but still both parents accepted because this boy is settled. Young man, 30 years of age. his intended life partner is accepted by the both families. He is doubly qualified. He will get a very good job. He got a job already. He is working. But still he committed suicide. Why? Because he was into betting. Cricket betting. Okay. Suddenly he committed suicide. Now, as of just understanding goes, suicide, is it individual or is it society? Yes. Yes or no? The same mistake I want you to do. Everybody will think that suicide is only individual. It depends on the person. But very interestingly, if suicide is individualistic, a very famous thinker called Durkheim, who is in the syllabus, he was able to prove that in every society, suicide rate is almost constant. Ante, when you are into USA, suppose, try to listen this carefully, every year in France, around 5,000 people are committing suicide. Every year. 5,000 ante not exact 5,000, 4,990 or 5,010, 5,005. Around 5,000 only. Suicide rate. Average. Rate adi, average ga. So every year 5,000 people are committing suicide in France. Every year 10,000 people are committing suicide in USA. Almost 10,000. Every year same. If suicide is individual, how can this constant rate can be maintained? Got the point? So there is something beyond our individuals which is affecting us every day. So, how many people commit suicide depends on their social condition. It may be individual. Psychological factors will be there. But there are various other social conditions which will influence. In joint family system, suicide rate is very less. If you observe, many people who are unmarried men, they are committing more suicides than married people. Memesu marriage మీద వస్తాయి కానీ, but actually many people who are not married and who are men, they are committing more suicide than married people. Many men are committing more suicide than women. Yes or no? Many people who are not following any religion are committing more suicides than people who are following some religion. If suicide is so random, suicide is so individual, how can you explain all these patterns? That is sociology. So it will try to find what? Patterns in our society. Antenduku, just simply speaking, why women will not drive motorbike? Can't they learn? Activa, many women, boys or girls or many women, they can very easily, comfortably, they are purchasing Activas and they are driving. Can't women learn to drive bike? They can, but they will not. Because if a woman drives, Magaraidu. Who is setting? Society is setting. So our behavior will be driven by whom? Society in many ways. Yes or no? So the same academics also I am telling. This is the subject which we are going to deal. Syllabus ayidi. Observations in society and writing your explanations based on that. Okay. So if you go ahead, see, he was able to prove many things. In fact, all these things are, he classified many things and he was able to prove that our social conditions will affect us. For example, obesity. Why? If generally, example, all the examples I have chosen for you to understand the demand of the subject. If a person is obese, fat, you think that that is because of his food. He is unable to control, he or she is unable to control his cravings to eat more. It's not like that. That is there anyway. I am not saying that psychology is not at all there. It's there. But look at the social factors also. In American society, because we are talking about United States as an example, all meetings will happen where? Dinner, lunch, all corporate meetings. The concept of going into a restaurant, buying a table, booking a table and spending it for 1.5 hour, 2 hour on eating is a Western way of life, yes or no? So when you are eating so much things every weekend, meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings, you will eat more or less? Eat. Gatherings, weekend gatherings, definitely when friends are together, where you will join? You will come together to study or what? No, restaurant. Weekend culture is there, yes or no? Gatherings, family gatherings is there. When a family is gathered, definitely lot of food has to be exploited. So our social conditions are also creating, that's the reason you have supermarkets, big supermarkets in USA. Small retail shops are not there. Walmart, big stores are there. You will go and purchase. Once the size of fridge will be half of this room height in USA. They will purchase goods for 20-30 days together. You can ask your friends who are in USA also. Will they eat more or will they eat less? More. Yes or no? Manual labor is not there. Housemaid will not be there. Everything is based on machines. Physical activity will be there or not? Less. When physical activity is less, more obesity will be there or not? Yes. This is the analysis which this subject gives. Okay, so the subject of sociology will help you to understand your own society in a better way. What are the reasons for it? Annattu chustaru. Okay, some examples only we will see for today. See, look at this cartoon. This kind of understanding is called as what? Sociological imagination. The way, see, common sense will tell one thing, but sociology will help you to know about all the dimensions of a particular phenomena. Okay, so there is a girl, there is a small girl, for her 97 marks, she used to get very high marks in the school. 5th class, 6th class, very high marks. So for that girl, A plus 10th grade for marks means you has to get 9.8 or 10.10. If it is 9.5, gone. Narayana, Chaitanya, 1, 1, 2, 2, gone. So you have set the standards very high from the beginning. Now she will enter next level, school to college. She will get B plus or B minus. What happened to you? You are not studying anything. Gone. By the time she enters degree, she will not touch the book. She will throw it in the garbage. See. That is exactly happening with respect to IIT and NEET students. In their intermediate, they will be brainwashed morning to evening. Once they enter the college, they will not touch the book. That's the reason many IIT electrical engineers also will not take electrical engineering as optional. Your social conditions will influence you. Going to a college, you have to go to college whether it is required or not. Because society, you are there, why many people are going to engineering? See, there is no point in everybody becoming engineers, yes or no? Frankly speaking. But why? Prestige issue. Going to degree college, actually you can go to degree college and you can very easily study for civil services. Yes or no? Frankly speaking. Engineering will help in building analytics, okay, fine. But once your aim is that, it's very easy to prepare through a degree college. But most of the generation, because of media, because of social influence, they have to do what? Engineering. So our society is influencing us in many ways, which we don't understand. Forget about all, even small things. See, why sociology emerged, that we will see it later in the actual classes. I want to show you some examples before these things. Definitions and all those things will be there. Forget about those things. Once you've taken the subject, you will know all those things. The main thing is how the subject is demanding you to write answers. That is called as what? Sociological imagination, to know it in a broad perspective. So we'll see certain examples here. Certain examples we will see here. Let us take divorce. Very interestingly, I should not use the word interesting here because something painful process is there here. Divorce rates are very high in USA or in the West when compared to India. Now we are following them slowly, but actually divorce rates are very high in West. Why? If it is an individual decision between a husband and wife, you can't have so much high rates. 50%, 60% high rates. There are the states, this orange state is around 40 to 49. Red state is 60% divorce. They compared with Denmark also. This is USA, but similar thing they compared with Denmark, Spain and all those things also. Same rates. So much of high, 60% of marriages gone. Is it the case in India? Sometimes husband fights, sometimes wife fights, both will happen. Experience. Yes or no? But divorce is not so much there in Eastern societies. Why it is there in the West? Many reasons are there. If you are married for 10 years in USA, people will see, oh great, 10 years. We never imagine our parents to be divorced, yes or no? See, if it is a bad marriage, of course divorce should happen. If a husband is exploiting the woman, harassing, that's there, no doubt. But look at the rate. Even today, how much of love marriages are happening? Majority of the marriages, 90% of marriages are arranged marriages. We use technology to do caste-based marriages. Reddy matrimony, Avakai Dinnara, Brahmin matrimony. We are using technology to do our own caste-based things. Okay, when West is using technology to sell courses, in India, the same online booking in Corona time was used for live darshan. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. No society is good, no society is bad. We have to understand that. That is sociology. Once you understand, you will not hate anyone. You will understand the differences between different groups in the society and act accordingly. So once we study why divorce rates are high, then we can work it out how to reduce it. That is the aim of sociology. It will give all the solutions it will give. Best solution it may not tell because it has to study all the factors. Okay, some Indian examples also we can look at. Let us see. What is this fellow? Sarkar, movie, Gunda, yes or no? Boss. If you have not seen this movie also, basically you will be having Shankaranna, this Anna, that Anna, local. When law and order is there, when police department is there, why such type of individuals still exist? Yes or no? When police is there, you have to understand like this. When police is there, when lawyers are there, whatever is there, still, even today, this is a reality in many parts of the country. In many other countries also, that's a very big, they have a following, do you know? They are celebrities. Why? Because everything has a functionality, some usefulness. Suppose this fellow, you can relate directly go to this fellow. Some person didn't give money to you. He took your services. There is a person who purchased good, who took goods from you, but he is not giving the money. He is not paying you. Now, actual legal system, if you go, it may take more time. More time it may take, who knows? Okay, that fellow also may have influence. He will not register your case also. What you will do? You will go to this fellow. You will cry. I worked hard. This fellow cheated me. This fellow will make one phone call. Emra Ray, what you are doing to my man? Bolke. Sorry boss, I don't know that he is your man. I will immediately do it in 5 minutes. So he is serving a person or not? He may do some, forget about Amitabh Bachchan. I'm talking about he may do some harm to the society. But if the net balance is good, will the system run? Yes. Once you understand like this, what you will do? Now police system has to change to make it more friendly to citizens. Then slowly these people will go away. Once you understand that, you will know the solutions how you have to create. This understanding is given by what? Sociology. Many such examples you can look at. Why slums exist? From Indira Gandhi time, Garibi Hatao. Even Sanjay Gandhi, he removed slums from Delhi, bulldozered directly. That was a very big agitation. Even today slums exist or not? How much double bedroom do you do? How many? See, things should not be agreed. Everybody should grow, fine. But is slums a reality in the developing world? Yes or no? Yes. Why? Dharvi, the largest slum, Mumbai, it has crores of business, you know. It's not that they are poor, they are acting poor. No, they are poor. There are many people. Each of one is doing thousands of business. Ultimately, crores of business is happening. Not only that, the people in slums, they provide cheap labor to the factories. In Madhapur, you will not find maid. But in Ashok Nagar, in 5 minutes, you will find a maid. Will work happen or not? Yes. So everything, slums in India, they are vote bank. Politicians in India, I am not pointing out anyone, politicians in India wants that slums should exist. Yes or no? Because how many of us will take money and go and do vote? We will not. If they give money also, we may go. Who will vote for you? I will go to movie and spend the money. Yes or no? For the middle class, parties will not give money. For whom they will give money? They are highly dedicated. They will, at the time of elections, they will give money. Dedicatedly, they will go and vote for him only. So they want slums to exist because these people will be like a vote bank. Yes or no? That's the reason things are there. So this is a broad analysis which we will study. I am not giving you anything full because each topic itself is a broad elaboration. Just introducing you the flavor, how the subject goes. Now we will see this. This red mark, beautiful country. Yes or no? So this red mark, it is talking about sex ratio. Sex ratio means number of women per 1,000 men. Okay. Child sex ratio means the same ratio below 6 years children. Okay. So Punjab and Haryana, are they rich states or poor states? They are rich states. Okay. If you are rich, whether a boy or whether a girl, does it matter for you? If you are a rich fellow, rich mean the sense not Ambani. Okay, well settled. You have your own home, you have 2-3 cars, you have your own business or whatever. Whether a boy or whether a girl, you will take care. You give good education. After all, it is your child. Yes or no? When Punjab and Haryana, they are rich, but their sex ratio is very less. They are killing. Abortions are happening. There is a desperate need for whom? Boy. Why? In spite of being rich, there is a huge preference for son. See, everybody wants son. Okay, religious things is there. Name carrying is there. Okay, whatever that reasons are there everywhere. But being rich, still their sex ratio is very less. Why? Because anyone? Any reasons? Border area, why not here? Why not here? Why only here? It is only one point which is right, but not the major point. That's the reason I counted. Why not the pride in others parts? That's what I am asking. Why the pride is showing so much of influence there. See, actually, things will be beyond our common sense. Religion is there. There are also Sikhs, Hindu, Sikh, even in Sikhism, both boys and girls will have same names. Harminder Kaur, it can be boy or girl, you know that. That also, they will, for girls also they will use boy's name, equality. Okay. So what is thing is happening, actual reason is, Punjab and Haryana are prosperous because of agriculture. They became rich because of what? Agriculture. According to the culture, women bonds, land will be divided. For them, land is the main source. So they are desperate to have whom? Boy. That is one reason. This is actually previous question. But you can't write only one reason. You have to write multiple reasons. Then you write other things. Here, on purpose, I confused you. This is not border, my dear. Himalayas are already protecting us. Okay, you have Eastern Himalayas, like then whatever attacks in India happened through west side. So they want fighters historically. That is all secondary reasons which you have all to write. But the main reason is what? Agriculture. Okay, whereas in Kerala it is green. In Kerala, whether a boy or whether a girl doesn't matter. Why? Is it meant only Kerala people are good, Punjab and Haryana people are bad? No. Kerala, mountainous region, agriculture is not much developed. Vegetables also they will import from Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, you know that. Agriculture, they go for Gulf. Agriculture is there, very less. Kerala is service sector. Industry is also not there much. Tourism, education, that's the reason you will find many people from Kerala, doctors, nurses. Whether a boy or whether a girl, doesn't matter. Obviously, sex ratio would be higher. Why green in Chhattisgarh and here? Green means high sex ratio. Why? Because, anyone? Huh? Who will answer? He will get a good book as a gift, irrespective of whatever optional you choose. Why it is green in Chhattisgarh and other regions? Whatever green I have shown in this figure. Green means good sex ratio. Why? So, women can go more in forest area, na? So, you both are entering near, you are running around the answer. If you club your both answers, it may come. Actual answer is tribal population who lives. This is all forest area, northeast. Even this also you have green here. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, okay, old data 2011 census, that's the reason Telangana is not shown. But anyway, census 2021 when it happened, actual data for Telangana will come. But Telangana also has a good sex ratio. When it comes like this, why they are more green in the sense, tribal, this is central India and northeast has lot of forest area, more tribals are there. Tribals' way of life is hunting and gathering. Men hunt, women gather food. Both is important. Only hunting is not required. Hunting she is there. Women go and gather minor forest produce. Honey, root, shoots, all these things. Both have important role. In agriculture, man has more role. That's the reason preference is coming to man. In tribal generations, whether a boy or whether a girl, both are important for the survival of family. So they will not bother whether it is a boy or whether it is a girl. That's the reason sex ratio is high in STs than in SCs. Okay, this is what analysis which. So are we able to understand society in a better way by studying this? Yes. Obviously that's the reason you can complete the syllabus in quick time, provided if you understand the concepts and writing practice, which we are not habituated to do. So I will make you to do answers with respect to sociology after 1 week or 10 days, part of the classes. Okay, so that is the dimension which we are going to look. Anyway, we'll conclude with 2 to 3 examples. This figure may disturb you, but what is happening? some thief, there is a thief here, he committed theft, so his hand is being cut. That is a punishment. Actually, this is a photo from ISIS, terrorist organization, but anyway, there are many tribal areas also. Tribal areas or some countries, punishments will be very severe. Yes or no? Is it the case in other countries? Is it if a person commits theft, are we going to do this punishment? Why certain societies are giving, why certain societies are not giving? If you didn't come, if you committed some crime, you committed some small theft, should I kill you? Everybody is saying no. But my dear, that was the law once upon a time here also. Why? Why sometimes it is simple, why sometimes? The same thing we explain with concepts. Mechanical solidarity, organic solidarity. What happens is, in a tribal group or in anything, see, all these people, they want to believe the same idea. Yes or no? In a tribal society, all are same. Yes, everybody, every day they will do. Will they prepare for ancient tribal society? Will they prepare for UPSC with Lakshmikant? No. All are same. Every person believe the same concept. Do the same things almost. Individual person will be there. Some may sing, some may dance, fine. But all beliefs are same. If some person is diverting, if you don't punish him severely, whole group will dismantle. Yes or no? ISIS, all have same feelings. If you don't punish the deviants, all will quickly dismantle. That's the reason punishments will be very severe. In tribal societies also, you have to pray the God. If you don't pray, you will be punished very severely. So all will have to do the same things. Whereas modern society, all are different. If one person commits crime, does it mean that other person will commit? Need not be. They will not. Everyone is different. Why you are here, all of you will give different thoughts. Yes or no? So when we are so much different, we need not have such regressive laws. We want reformative laws. The law will change according to society. Even Saudi Arabia, strict rules. That's the reason punishments are very severe in Saudi Arabia. Same belief system, same kind of coherence they have to. Whereas UAE, Dubai, open to all, no need for strict punishments. All are interdependent on each other. That's the way, this is the difference in which political science will study power in different way. We study power and law in different way. It's a more like analysis. Okay. We will see some aspects with respect to religion also. See, have you seen PK movie? That Amir Khan PK movie? Now don't go and watch now. If you have seen, you will understand. Actually, what is happening here is, he shows that how business is happening in the name of religion. That is the scene in which it is being. How many saw this scene? 1 or 2? Okay, 2 or 3. I will explain what is that. I am not supporting anyone here. See, what is the difference between common sense and sociology? That I want you to understand. In this scene, what happens is, this fellow is an alien actually. He looks like that. So he comes there, he wants to show that God, in the name of God, business is happening, bolke he shows. So he takes this fellow, you can see he is a God man. He God man in the sense he believes in religion a lot. So he takes to the examination center, Department of Mathematical Sciences. He picks up this stone in front of the tree, places it, puts red mark on it, throws some coins in front of it, goes back and watches. See. He just put a red mark, kept some coins, went back, and he is asking to watch. Examination time. You may be having so many beliefs, but in front of examination, hey Bhagavan, So similarly, a student came. He saw that stupid fellow will be there every day. But suddenly he realized that there is a stone, looks like a god kind of thing. So he starts praying. Dekho. Not only him, all of them will start. Okay. Then he proves that this is business bolke he has. That is fear bolke he tells in the movie. But when you come to sociology, I will scold Amir Khan. Stupid fellow. You didn't understand what is actually happening. Fear is there. Every person wants some religion. See how much of things are there. Religion will exist in Indian society. Not only Indian society. Every society religion will be there. How much of advancement you may go. Religion will be there. USA is not the USA which you see in Netflix or Prime. Talk to someone who is residing in USA, your friend from 3 to 4 years. He will tell that many USA families, they will go to church every Sunday, especially in the central part of USA. Highly orthodox. Religion will stay. Many Babas are increasing now or before? Now. IAS officer may not have that recognition. Many spiritual gurus, see, some may be fake, some may be good, that is immaterial. You can't say that all Babas are fake. No. They have their own identity, status in the society. North India, Karnataka, everywhere. Big following is there for religion. ISKCON became international. Yes or no? Religion is surviving. Not only Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Jainism, everything is becoming more intense. That is a paradox. Science and technology is developing. Internet, we are using the same internet to access God. Religion says sun is God. Religion says sun is God. Science says sun is star, nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. But ISRO chairman will go while launching satellite. He will go to TTD and pray. Religion will survive. Don't underestimate it. There are many reasons for it. Bolke the theory goes. Okay. This thing, how I am explaining Amir Khan is, what he missed is, every society will divide the things between, society in the sense religion or anything I am talking about, it will divide the objects into two dimensions. Sacred and profane. What are those things? Some names ichamante. My name is Janardhan. In the same way, you have some name. They have given some names, but concept is important. So a thinker comes and gives these things. He studies this religion and he identifies that every society, religion especially, will divide the things into sacred and profane. Sacred means which are kept apart, which are having high religious value. Same stone, a stone is a stone here. See, it's a simple stone, but once you write this, vermilion, kumkum, it is sacred. By itself, it is getting that identity, yes or no? Automatically, your mind will say, this is sacred. See, red color kumkum, will you use it in Holi? You will get red color. It has its own identity, significance. So, many religions, if we come to see here, for a particular religion, this is highly significant religiously. So logic will not come. This is sacred, that's it. In Sikhism, there will be Adi Granth, book. Book is sacred, that's it. Did you go to Gurudwara, yes or no? If you go and visit, at the center, will you have an idol or a book? Book will be there, that is sacred. Religion defined it, that's it, it will be sacred. Profane in the sense, this chair and all these things, other things are which are not religiously having high significance, rest of things are profane. The same Ganapati, in Hyderabad, festivals are coming. In September you have Ganesh Chaturthi. Most of the people who make those ideals are whom? Muslims. Majority of the people who are working in that industry, because Muslims, they have developed a lot of skills with respect to these kinds of works, whether it is with respect to textiles, whether it is with respect to making idols. I am not talking about sculptures. I am talking about plaster of Paris idols. Many people, they make Ganesh idols. The same Ganesh idol, once vermilion is applied, puja is done, the same idol will get very high significance. Yes or no? Like that. So society will define what is religion. Then only you can understand. You might have seen Kantara movie. Yes or no? I am rating it now because these are the things which you have. What happens there? This is the idol. You may call it. If you are a biology student, you may call it, what is this pig bulk? It is not pig, it is a totem. For them, God is in this form. There are many tribal groups for whom crocodile is God. Because a lake is there, if the lake is there, the group is surviving. Crocodile and fish, the balance is maintained by crocodile, that's the reason crocodile became God. In the same way here, this totem, he wears it, see, on the above, he is wearing it and dances. Now don't tell what is God, did you see God? Forget about it. Did you see bacteria till now? All these things, science can't explain certain things. Where science ends, sociology will begin. That's the question. If science is so good, how so many suicides are happening even today? According to science, suicide should not happen, it is irrational, but many people are doing. Big personalities are committing. Science itself is not correct. In your basic physics, child, everybody passed 10th class. Any doubts? No doubts, right? So in 10th class, 1901, Nobel Prize in Physics, J.J. Thomson, he tells that electron atom is like a watermelon. Watermelon, inside dots are electrons, that is an atom. His student comes and he says that my teacher is wrong. He got Nobel Prize. His student comes and says that my teacher is wrong. He gets Nobel Prize. Niels Bohr's student Max Planck comes and he says that, because quantum mechanics and all these things, he said that my teacher is wrong. He gets Nobel Prize. Is science definite? No. Okay, so religion has its own purpose of evolution. This is the subject matter which we study in sociology. We will not study Buddhist philosophy, Jainist philosophy, no. We study how religion is evolving, how it is changing its forms. Okay, so these are the ways in which we are trying to study here. We will try to put as many examples as possible, but one thing you have to understand with respect to sociology here. I am just going to prove you with respect to sociology. As far as sociology is concerned, maybe this may be the case with other subjects also, that you have to verify. 60% of paper is leaked before TSPSC leaks. 60% of sociology syllabus is, question paper is leaked. I'll prove that. Okay. So with respect to how it is happening is because they are going to give you questions from last 10 years. 60% of the paper will come from last 10 years. We will see how. Because these are only previous questions. You can see yourselves. The strategy of preparation should be like that. What I meant is. See. This slide I will keep it and I will open the syllabus. Let us go to Marx. Karl Marx. Yeah. If you see the syllabus in Karl Marx, they are talking about these three words they have given: historical materialism, mode of production, alienation, caste struggle. 4 topics they have given in the syllabus. This is sociology syllabus. Are you able to see this? These are the 4 words which they have given: historical, materialism, mode of production, alienation, class struggle. By heart these 4 words. I will remove this. Historical materialism, mode of production, alienation, class struggle. Okay, now we will go to see the questions asked on Karl Marx in the last 5-6 years or 10 years. Okay, now if you see this, you can get those copies in the internet, everything is available nowadays. If you see this, yeah, 2021 question. Try to understand. You will not know the answer, but you can see whether it is repeated or not, right? 2021, dialectics involved in mode of production. What is mode of production? Basically, they are asking. 2021. You see, this mode of production again comes as a critique with respect to, this is 2021, historical materialism in 2016. 2021, 2016. Evaluate Marx ideas on mode of production. They will not do Control C, Control V. Simple, same thing they will ask with different words. 2016 question came in 2021. Second question we will see. Marxian theory of alienation. What is alienation? Is it the direct word from the syllabus? Yes. What is alienation? Okay, fine. Alienation is not related to aliens. I will explain that later. Now you see any similarity with respect to that question somewhere else? 2014. Discuss the similarities and differences between Marx theory of alienation and Durkheim theory of anomy. 14 they have asked comparison. In 20 they directly asked about what is alienation. Then you go to the next year, Marx concept of fetishism of commodities. 2018 again you see human beings alienated. 2018 they asked about alienated. 2020 again they asked about alienation. 2017 dialectics. 2021 dialectics. Okay, then comes ideas of mode of production that anyway repeat. Similarities and differences, this we saw. Capitalism forms, okay, between contemporary Indian context, they have asked applied questions. Analyze the silent features of historical materialism. What is the syllabus? Historical materialism, mode of production, alienation, class struggle. Direct question, class struggle, class for itself, class for, examine Karl Marx views on class in itself and class for itself. That is the nothing but class struggle. Directly on the syllabus, questions are coming. And it is getting repeated. If you solve last 10 years questions, if you solve, make answers for it, immediately after prelims, if you revise last 10 years papers, 60% of your sociology is done. That's the reason sociology is simple. Okay. So this is a strategy which we will adopt while doing the classes. So you have to write, references are very less, subject is limited, but the challenge is everybody will write. Challenge is how many real life examples you are keeping. How you much understood the subject. There my contribution comes. My contribution is only 2%. 98% answer writing practice, the way you are able to relate, I will form the base. You have to write these answers now itself. Our target is we have to do 100 questions while you are preparing. After that, I will, as far as sociology is concerned, I will offer another test series immediately after the classes so that you can do the practice. That is included as a part of course, because prelims, after prelims, everybody will write test series. This prelims is there, yes or no? After you, if you qualify, anyway you will write test series. No, my dear, before prelims you have to write optional test series. That will give you double edge. You will be ready. Once you have to write the test series with whom you have studied, other time you have to write some other resource person so that you will have 2-3 inputs. That is the strategy which we will follow, and it will continue till the time we complete it. We will complete syllabus quickly. It is simple syllabus. 2-3 chapters I explained core concepts. I didn't use the word now. Mechanical solidarity, organic solidarity, anomic suicide. All these words only I didn't use. Concepts I explained with real life movies. That's it. Okay. So we'll complete the syllabus maybe 3.5 months or 4 months. Afterwards, 1 month we will have this kind of every weekend or 10 or 20 days. Things will be like we will be having extra classes. Maybe I may take 6 hours of classes also on Sundays. We'll complete it fast so that you will do the preparation. Till December, the strategy is by December. If you are going to write June, next June prelims, your optional should be completed by December, including test series. Like that you have to prepare, otherwise it will be difficult for your mains. Anything which you would like to ask? Sources are very few. IGNOU, Harlumbus are the main things which you have to base. IGNOU third year BA sources, that is the best source. Simple language. If you are feeling it too simple, you can go for Ridger. Okay, for paper 2 you have to rely only on IGNOU. And some aspects of MA Sociology also you have to selectively read. IGNOU, BA Sociology, IGNOU, MA Sociology. Now don't go and join IGNOU, MA, BA. You are not here to acquire degrees. It's a misconception. Because interviewer may ask what you are doing all these 2-3 years. I was doing degrees, sir. He will fire a question. Are you did BTech? What? Why you are doing MA or MBA? Question can be asked anyway. Your main purpose is to qualify. Okay, don't overload with all this extra things. That use the books for your notes making. Harlumbus is a very good book. Harlumbus. Okay. Ridger is for thinkers. Ridger, R-I-T-Z-E-R. Ridger. Okay, in market you will have many books, but that's not good to read, rely only on those books. You have to get that language. So better read the standard books in the beginning. Later you can switch. You can use those books if you want. Okay, paper 2 completely you have to rely on newspaper and IGNOU. MA IGNOU selectively you have to use for paper 2. Okay, all this Nagla and all those things not required. Okay, things are dynamic nowadays.